You're not in transition mode.
Okay, then how do I...
In return, you sold him your mansion as well as gave him rights to visit.
We gave him visitation.
Gave him visitation rights. Gave him access to the arcane energies and supplies there, but the actual structure of the mansion is yours. Continued on with that. He also gave you some information that you guys have been seeking, as well as proposed that in the future y'all could have some business endeavors together. You went out for the night, looking for a place to stay after that dinner. Once that happened, you, by chance, ran into Shadowblade, chasing him down, and discussing with him, found out that he's a very eccentric character and had been looking forward to meeting you guys since he found out that you were on his trail, hoping that you would be the challenge that he's been searching for. Y'all had a few discussions, but agreed to meet with him again the next day around midday in the Lower Quay, around a specific set of buildings, and that he would invite you into his stronghold that he had. Then the night you went to the lavish chateau and enjoyed quite a lovely dinner and some theater for the evening, and went into your rooms and some of your finest rooms of luxury and things like that, and had a lovely rest. So it is the next day as we begin our journey. You wake up, the air is that's a little loud, sorry. It's still cool from the previous evening, as it is still winter. But this far south you do get some more temperate temperatures than you would normally expect in Raven's West and the rest of the Wendalian Empire. So, how do you begin your day?
Real quick. So in my room, that I was saying either near or above the coat thing.
Right.
Before going to bed, I would like to inspect the floorboards.
Okay.
Or basically, let me tell you what I'm trying to do. I want to see if I can see into the room below.
Okay.
Okay? Maybe like a crack, or maybe a loose board, and then, something like that.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Sorry, I just should have explained what I was doing. Come on, let's do this. Oh boy, nice old 13.
Nice old 13. Look around. You've been into a lot of taverns, and kind of know what you're looking for. This is more than just a tavern. This is an inn. This is almost somebody's home as well. Mm-hmm. You can tell, especially from the outside, that the money here is put in to keeping this place very well maintained and secure. So as you look around, you don't really find a loose board. You find maybe a few scuff marks here and there, but they're very hard to find. Okay. But for the most part, this room looks very well maintained in general.
Okay. So for my another question, the coat room, did it have a window at the back of it? So was it say this was the room there, and then had all the cloaks? Would there be a window on any of the walls?
No, it's more like a modified closet.
Okay.
Than it was just a room itself. The only way you really saw getting in there is just through the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then.
If you stay up a little bit later, you don't realize probably around midnight or so. If you don't fall asleep before then, that just giving a quick listen, it seems like most of the tavern is asleep or just quieted down.
Yeah. Well, so so basically, when I went up to my room, I didn't see any kind of loose floorboards, and I remember there's no way other than that. Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
You sound good.
Maybe awesome. Well, maybe I'm gonna go sit by the fire and just keep an eye out to see if anyone if anyone leaves with the cloak, then I'm gonna go back to bed. But if no one leaves,
that specific cloak,
that specific one that you said caught my eye.
Okay.
So if they don't leave, So if they leave, I'm not gonna follow them. I'm just gonna go back to bed. But if
roll me an investigation check. With advantage, since you're kind of like dedicating yourself to the task.
Okay. Gross. Get this out of here. Oh! No, 11.
11?
Yeah. Goodness. This is the first time I use these dice.
So you're kind of just sitting there, awaiting. Since you're staking out, I'm imagining, unless you're just trying to stay hidden, but you're probably just.
No, I'm just like chilling.
Yeah,
maybe
chilling
like
at a table, just trying to keep an eye on it.
blowing my horn.
Yeah. So between some of the drinks that you're in, that there's that one point where one of the. All right, I'll ask. What's this character sexuality? Like everybody or anything like that? But basically,
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I recognize people that are attractive.
Okay.
But not he doesn't.
Okay. So
he's too obsessed with
So I'll just roll. We'll see. So yeah, at one point you see this very handsome elf walk by, and between just kind of watching him being in your drinks, he just sort of distracts you for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Long black hair, very nice built physique, very just smooth young courtier. He just kind of distracts you for the minute, and time you look back, the cloak's gone.
Okay.
So.
All right. If I catch the young elf's eye, I'll shoot him a wink, and I'm going to go back up. I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay.
So that did not work for me.
All right. Yeah. So you do make your way back up the stairs.
Subway, are we sharing a room?
I think we got.
Yes,
or did we all get
believe
individuals?
So.
I think we got into.
Yes.
Yeah, you got individual rooms.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe you guys did.
Yeah, because we didn't get the penthouse, but we did go ahead and get individual rooms.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
Oh,
Because I remember
just
specifically
falling, I
you
guess.
got the rooms and you were upset and you're like, I'm sleeping by myself.
Yep. Yep. Fuck everybody. I'm sleeping by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, no.
Okay.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Let's see. I need Sharon, I need Sabe, and Zaldry to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, he listed you, so like, I don't know what your character sheet looks like, Sharon, but
Okay. Wisdom, you
14.
say.
14.
Is this against magic?
Goodbye, cruel world.
Of a sort.
She's all right.
So then I would have
Yeah, I think
advantage
she's
against it because I've got advantage against it with
Oh,
magic.
I think she
wisdom
wants
What's
saving.
trying to go? What do you?
She's probably hungry.
It says advantage
She can eat in
on
there. if She wants.
wisdom against magic. Wisdom
Come
saving
on,
throws
Bobby.
against
What
magic.
happened?
I don't think it would apply to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 16 plus 2, 18.
18. Okay. You fine. You sleep well throughout the night.
Super cool
You,
lunchbox.
Sabe,
Yeah?
you have a little bit more
What do you
difficult
like
time
best in
sleeping.
Paw Patrol?
As you begin sleeping, there's at one point where you start experiencing just
like
pure
Corey.
pitch black darkness. But
That's Spencer.
around you, you can feel heat and weight, heat on top of you, and you feel somewhat constrained and claustrophobic, like you've been being held down and pierced by this oppressive heat and pressure. You hear the roaring of fire around you, but it's hard to make out where it's coming from. And you're just filled with the innate desire to escape and get out from this, but you just struggle and struggle against these vines that you cannot see, and you just feel stuck.
Okay. Do I wake up from it, or it's just really hard to?
It's up to you. You could explore the dream a little bit if you want to.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like continuing to try to break free.
All right. Roll me a strength check.
Those don't work on me anymore. No.
What'd you roll?
3.
3. Struggle as you might, you just can't get out. And then, as you begin to wake up, you hear this loud screech of some type of creature. You can't make out what the creature is, but you get the feeling that it's screaming for wanting to escape from whatever this is. And you wake up in sort of just a hot, cold sweat.
Okay. What time of night is it? Or is it?
It's still night, but you can tell it's closer to morning than it is.
I'll just get up.
Okay.
Is everyone still asleep outside? Like, I'll make my way downstairs. Is everybody still asleep?
When you peek outside, you can see up the stairs a little bit. You can see that Minotaur that you met earlier, just sitting on a stool outside of a door, and you can't tell if he's asleep or not, but he looks, somewhat relaxed. Looking down into the main hall, you can see a few patrons there. There's a few people who are just talking, maybe like 2 or 3 people. 2 of them or 3 people, so 2 of them are dwarves. They're sort of idly talking, though they don't have the appearance of drunkenness on them. The other one is just a dark-skinned human in the corner who's just casually writing down in some work and just sipping at some type of steaming liquid. And he's just kind of in there. And there's only one bartender at the moment. And most of the chandeliers and lights are dimmed down, so it's a very sort of dark interior, dim light, but warm and inviting.
I'll just grab something hot from whoever's awake.
Yeah, as you head down, older woman, probably mid-60s, human, just comes up to you. Can't sleep, dearie?
Yeah, it's pretty strange. I usually can, but not tonight. Do you have any, just something hot milk, hot?
We got
porridge?
something in the back for, a little bit of leftovers from dinner. Small meat pies and things like that. I can bring it out for you.
Sure.
And you said you wanted some,
A drink.
hot drink. Well, I can spice up some cider for you and maybe a glass of milk.
Cider sounds nice.
All right. I'll be right back. And she just kind of pats you on the shoulder and heads in back into the kitchen. And
How tall is she?
probably like 5'2".
Okay.
Slow her back.
And sorry, she comes back in about 5-10 minutes and kind of gives you this sort of warming, healthy dish, various meats and cheeses.
Okay. I'll just sit downstairs. I'll just play with the coin.
Okay.
And yeah. So
Alright.
and just wait for everybody to wake up.
All right.
Try to piece together what I was listening or what I was hearing.
So a few hours later, you do find yourselves waking up in the morning, and depending on who gets down there first, you see Sabe, your companion's already down there, just sitting at the table and, picking at some food and sipping at her drink.
You're up early. Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice beds here, but too soft.
Too soft? Well, no,
Yeah.
I understand that. Maybe that was it. I don't know.
Not sleep well?
No. not at all.
That's
There's
a
some
shame.
hot cider in the back. It was pretty good. I've had like 3 glasses so far.
Roll a
Sorry,
consti-
it's
roll-
6.
Roll a constitution saving throw.
That's about right.
12.
Well, you're moderately buzzed,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not sloshed.
6 a.m.
Or, personally, my favorite word to describe drunk, pished.
Yes. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's new.
Oh, you never heard pished?
Nope.
Oh, I love pished.
It's
Why be pished?
just people that can't pronounce pissed.
Yeah, no, I had a really strange dream, and I just couldn't shake it off, so I came down here at like 4 in the morning.
Oh, that is early. Well, looks like you started breakfast. I'll go grab some and join you. I want to grab some food and come back. So, what was your dream about?
I'm trying to piece it together. It was nothing I've ever seen before. It was just all darkness, and I couldn't move anywhere, and there was this creature that I could hear that was almost like screaming, but it just I couldn't see anything, and then I just woke up, and it was so hot. It was just
Like,
everything was hot. Like when I woke up, I was.
Which you do find odd because you found yourself naturally being resistant to heat
Yeah,
in general.
I was the weird kid at in Druid school, but
I was the weird kid at elf
Weird kid at band camp.
Firstly, I was human.
that played with the fire each night, and fire doesn't bother me, heat doesn't bother me, but
Yeah.
this bothered me.
That's strange. I mean, on one hand,
I'm not afraid of getting burned,
yeah,
but this time I was.
it was unsettling and weird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, realistically, guys, like, this hasn't been that long a time, and we've all seen some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like a hell of a. How long have we known each other? Like, a month or so? 2 months?
month?
3 months? What? I don't know. I
Maybe.
can't tell time.
Saren pipes in roughly a month.
Yeah, it's been like a month. And think of all that we've done. It'd be possibly weird if we didn't have weird dreams sometimes.
I guess that's true. I mean, you grew up on a farm. I'm sure that all of this is different for you.
Yeah, like, the closest thing I've ever done to most of this is, like, there were some goblin raids that happened, and I was with the militia for protecting the tillage, but very, very different.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go get some more cider. Do you want some? I'm only having like half a glass more because I don't think I'll be okay
Sure,
for
give me
later. Actually, I'm gonna get myself milk for myself and Azazel, and then I'll get you a cider.
Okay.
I do want to finish talking
You see her
about this
leave
stuff.
and go to the back of the tavern. As she leaves, though, Saren kind of pops in to you. It's interesting that you mentioned that. I was thinking that myself recently. How just in a month you've managed to embroil yourself in quite a bit of political intrigue and powers unbeknownst to the world at the moment.
It's amazing what happens when you leave the farm, I guess. I never expected this all to happen so rapidly.
I had a sneaking suspicion. Something was bound to happen. You and your friends seem to be caught in each other's potential whirlpools. Each of you have many potentials ahead of you, more than most, I've noticed. It's interesting that you've all found each other at this time, at this crux of history that we could be facing. These little kids are adorable. As you see, just like a little girl run across the banisters.
Yeah, I know, right? That's so cool.
How do you feel about knowing that my people are making invasion plans, it seems like?
Well, you're the only one of you that I've ever known, so it's hard for me to kind of get it because you don't seem like you hold any sort of hostility towards us, clearly not towards me, and I can't understand why they would be doing this.
I'm curious myself.
You yourself, if you're the example for the queen, you're not one to act unprovoked.
Well, given my station in the dynasty, I imagine it's not my job to really be provoked, and more just to give advice. I think I am curious that without me being back in the dynasty, that this could be leading to the conflicts that we're seeing now. I know you have your own path, and some of it I see going to the dynasty, but once things get settled, it might be a good idea to venture that way.
All right. I will keep that in mind, and maybe we can steer that direction one day.
And you've noticed too, over the past sort of week of traveling, you do find your gaze sort of looking towards the east sometimes. You don't necessarily feel a pull that way, but you do feel an inkling towards that.
Like a curiosity.
Right.
Cool. Got you, DM. Thank you.
So yeah, VR, that's just my thoughts
Huh? What the
on
shit?
the whole situation. What do you think about it? It was a lot. I know.
Buddy.
You looked so into it. You just kept staring.
I really
off.
was, though.
Yeah.
I may not have, glass, but yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Why don't we go tell Azazel?
Sure?
Yeah, I'll let you tell him, actually.
No. You are much better at it than I am.
No. The honor should
Please,
be
I
yours.
insist.
So
Azazel.
you go to the
Yes.
As you go to open the door, you find it locked.
what the?
You find it locked in there, and you hear a whimpering moan coming from his room.
Zay? VR, break down the door.
You get up there, you can hear it too. You hear just hear him. You can hear him moving about and walking back and forth a little bit, but he's not really answering.
VR, he's trying to make it to the door, but he can't.
I knock.
Hello? Is there like an attendant nearby with a key or something?
If you get talking, you just hear.
Our friend sounds
going,
sick.
I'm fine. I just need a rest. I think Zaldry's fish got me sick.
That was good fish.
It tasted good, but it's not so good coming out.
Well,
This is what happens whenever you don't drink milk.
I was about to
Fuck
say
you.
that. We've actually got... Sabe's getting you a glass right now, so we'll just leave it at the door. Make sure to get it. And,
Fuck yourselves, but thank you.
we love you too. Just, you stay all bundled up and, I suppose, drink fluids and
I
have
get-
cheeses.
I get him a large glass of milk and then a medium glass of cider.
Well, I guess we'll just have to tell him.
And you see the old woman who goes, some broth would go a mighty fine way with that.
And perhaps some bread.
Oh, Sheldon.
Some salty crackers. Oh no.
What did he say? Oh no, what is this?
So anyways,
for not
Hazel
being
drinks
here.
all of the
All
milk.
of the milk.
He orders a
off the
whole cow.
He's brought various broths throughout the day to ease his stomach. But it seems...
I want to talk to the lady downstairs about possibly making him like a mushroom soup that has milk in it, but it's not.
like a milk base, nice and thick, really
Like-
good on the stomach.
Like, take the mushrooms and then just think, how could mushrooms be creamier? And let's go with that.
Like
Let's
if
just
you were
roll
to
with
have like a
cream of mushroom.
that. Exactly.
yeah.
Do it in imperial cream of mushrooms.
It looks like angry nuggets of weed.
My favorite kind.
Oh, well, let's get back to what we were doing then.
When this is all going on, like I peek my head out and I see them, and I'm just like, I'm in a visibly bad mood. You know when the cats like are like with their tail. That's me. So I would like to try to make it past them without maybe them knowing. Just go downstairs.
Try and stealth past them.
Yeah, so I don't have to like get involved with whatever the hell's going on.
Okay.
Please roll a 1.
Like last time, right? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I might be able to do it.
I don't know.
It'll be
Some
against
of us
their
are
passive
wise.
insights.
Right.
Insight
Okay.
or
Or
perception?
Perception.
Yeah,
Okay.
excuse me.
Probably.
It's gonna be a 22.
Yeah.
You sound so sad about that.
Well, he probably rolled like a 4, so...
Yeah.
I rolled a 13, so.
Yeah. So anybody's passive perception higher than a 22?
Yeah, no.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not anymore.
So you're
Yeah.
just making your way to the table.
Yeah, I'll just.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to be involved with whatever's. like,
Yeah. So
happening.
once you set up Azazel with a nursemaid to help him out during the day, you look back down the table and see Barbius down there picking at his own meal and drink.
I'm just,
I guess this would be an insight, but I'm trying to determine if I can read his body language to see that he's upset or whatever. I'm bad at insight, so 7.
I mean, I'm visibly bristling compared to like seeing me before.
Okay.
It's not hidden necessarily.
Why so glum chum?
We failed the hunt last night. Did not.
We'll take a break at 9.
Failure does not sit well in
Because I know you're hungry.
my stomach.
I know you're hungry.
Oh,
Probably not as much as you.
I hear bread helps with that.
I think it's more up here than down here.
What did you fail at? Did you not sleep well either? Sabe didn't sleep well.
I slept just fine. Whenever a scenario happens, I like to think of it multiple times before I perform. That's why I have so much confidence. So, this particular one, I failed at, and I did not foresee it happening as such.
Okay, well, that's next time, right?
There is always next time. Yes.
So, guys, what are we doing today? Like, I feel like I've been kind of out of it for like a while.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
it feels like this is the first time that you've talked in days.
Honestly,
Since we got into the city, basically.
I barely even know what's happening.
Is it the sea breeze? It's just got your mind in a fog.
This is no.
You do know that you had scheduled a meeting with Yusa first thing in the morning, not too far from now.
Right.
To
Okay.
talk to him
Yeah,
about
yeah.
things you were going to discuss, as well as receive your item.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So like, I'm going to meet Yusa here soon, but like, the rest of the day, what's our plan? What's our idea?
Well, can you ask him if he
a
knows
tablet.
anything else about the relic I was talking to him about?
Sure.
Because I think he knows more, and he definitely owes us.
Sure. I'll ask him. I'll be like, I understand if you don't want to tell Zaldri, but like, I'm cool.
Exactly. I know I can come across as a little bit more, but
My charisma modifier doesn't say I'm cool.
Yeah.
Can I have my kisses?
Yes.
Yay. These are my kisses.
She's so stupid cute. Is this one of those where you make the TikTok all right? Well, come on, woman, let's go make a baby.
Hello, wife!
You just gotta let it mature.
Yeah, no, that can still happen. Just no, I want another one. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we were talking about dogs.
Yes.
Back in the game. How dare you?
did you see the random dog that just ran by? That was so cool.
He was so cute.
It was so pretty.
I believe we have a meeting this morning.
No, that's at like noon.
What do you say now? Oh, you just shush.
Alright. So what are you guys doing now?
I guess I'll get ready for my meeting with Yusa.
Yes. So one thing that we have to ask him is we have to ask him about getting new clothes. I think he said we were going to do that today. Because if we're going to accompany him to the auction, we have to look nicer. Because we kind of look
I
gross.
thought he was gonna get us clothes.
He's going to get his clothes, but I mean,
Is that like a
Does he already know
reimbursement
our sizes?
situation, or he's magic?
just because you're magic doesn't mean you know everything.
But
Don't even stop.
Your size 2. Tell me I'm wrong.
So when are we leaving?
Yeah, sure. You know, like, soon after breakfast.
Okay.
Let's go now.
Alrighty. So you enjoy a nice quick breakfast and head your way out of the Lava Chateau, back onto the streets of Nicodranas, and head back towards Yusa's. There's a slight morning fog first thing in the morning, but the sun begins to start burning away at that as various people start making their way out onto the streets, and you can hear just the various sounds of a port city, the chimings of bell and rigging and things like that moving throughout the city.
Guys, it's freaking hot down here.
Yeah.
Like, it's winter, but like, why am I sweaty?
Oh, it's the winter sweats.
It would not be like this, up where we came from. This is... I didn't expect it, honestly.
It's kind of nice though, right?
It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't hate it. But also, like, I'm not sure if I'd want to live it.
Yeah, no. This is definitely one of the
Like-
time you only come down here for the winter and then you go back up.
Like, what would
north.
this be in, like, I don't know, the summer?
Terrifying. I think
Hot.
This is like we should
The
we should
humidity?
just act like snowbirds and just come down here only in
Like
the winter.
vacation in the winter.
Exactly.
It could be like a winter haven.
Yeah.
But it's a very tasty.
Everybody check out the Madison camp because we just broke Madison.
Alright. Yeah, but you do eventually find yourself towards Yusa's tower that is in the middle of the open quay.
Hey, do you think it's a good idea? I took some extra bread from breakfast just in case I got hungry before lunch.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to start feeding some of these birds. I think that seems like a good idea,
Are these... Yeah, it's sort of like the uses birds, so it's like a gift.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Just all these. What do you even call these birds?
I think I heard someone call them a gull.
Gull, like a seagull?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna feed
Cool.
them.
Yeah.
I'm just taking out tiny bits of bread and just putting it on the ground. Anything that I can.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
I'm not trying to be.
Yeah, you're not trying to be, but I feel like you're naturally in some ways.
7.
7. As you begin doing that, and the seagulls begin to start dive bombing the area and start making streets, you can see 2 of the local guards, known as Zalezos, begin looking around, and they see you giving. They're like, "Stop right there!" Very, very Skyrim-esque. Stop right there.
I'm sorry.
The law. Yeah. What do you think you are doing?
I was eating some bread. I was giving some to the birds.
Points down the street. You see the commotion you are causing. Stop it. Or we shall lock you in chains and throw you in the jail.
Yes, sir.
You see the other guy kind of like look at his buddy. Bro.
Seriously, like, it's just some bread. Like, what if he just dropped it?
Well, I'm not from around here. I haven't seen these birds before, and so it looks.
Continue. Do not feed the local rats.
Can we roll for one of the seagulls to shit on the guard?
You cannot roll. Let's see.
Here comes the seagull shit.
Nah. Nah.
All of these rolls are at disadvantage. I've been to a beach.
You do see the leafy vegetable vendor that you destroyed last time. A little bit down the road,
keeping
though.
a wide. Hey guys, can we take another way around, please?
He already sees you guys. He's just kind of eyeing you suspiciously as he puts out his leafy green vegetables.
I'm going like I'm assuming it's kind of a grid here. So if I jump over a street, I can go past him.
I think I have a map of this city.
Oh, cool.
Let me see for you real quick. I'll be able to give you that.
This place is sounding more and more like Florida. I'm just waiting for gunshots.
That's not right.
Just like
Let's see.
Why is that guy smoking the things that you normally put in a bath? What's going on here?
Jesus. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is what the city is currently based off of.
Okay, cool. So I can.
Yeah, so you're currently over here.
Okay, so I can hop over a street and
Yeah.
miss it. I'm gonna do that.
You were in the Opal Archways.
And I was trying to think of like a.
So
Why does that guy got a tattoo that says "Raise Avernus, praise Avernus"? Raise hell, praise Dale.
no, he told you. You gotta do it as a necromancer. Praise Hail and Raisdale.
So yeah, we're from Florida.
In case you haven't figured it out yet.
Alrighty. But yeah, after a few minutes, you are able to make your way through the open quay into Yusa's tower.
Cool.
Knock on it. Jaren, the hobgoblin servant that you've met a few times now.
Hello.
Hello. We were expecting you this morning. Please follow me.
Okay.
I assume you're here to speak to Master Yusa. While you have your conversation with him, we will be getting your measurements for the tailor to get your fittings for the auction.
She's a size 5. She's a size 2. Am I wrong?
You will,
Yes.
if it is if it is, unless you have any specific choices, you'd be wearing Master Useless colors while you are there. A bright gold and some silver trim.
Can I have a hat?
It's a little much,
A
Anthony.
tall
Okay.
hat.
That's
I'm
fine.
not against it, but
And a cape.
Alright.
Thank you.
You see Jaren sort of kind of like, okay.
Yeah, whatever, guy.
this- Go ahead. Sorry.
He kind of goes, he opens the door, he goes, those for you getting a fitting, please do this way. And you open the door and you can see it's a pretty cleared out room, and there is two seamstresses inside. One is a very tall and lithe kinku, wearing a very sort of open, almost a green and blue sundress across it, and the other one is a very tall and somewhat, you can't quite tell, but very androgynous tiefling. These are new canvases, I see. Tiefling says, yes, very promising. And almost in the same voice as the as the patron. All right, right this way. Who shall be going first?
Me.
And as
Sabe,
that
Sabe's going
happens-
first. She
As
wants
that
to go.
happens, the door closes and Jaren goes, "If you'll follow me, I will take you to Master Yusa."
Of course.
He takes you down the hallway into a small, almost like sitting chamber with just some tea and stuff like that, and you see Yusa in his wheelchair at the moment as he is still recovering from the wish spell.
Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to see you are doing well.
Yeah.
You had please sit, enjoy some of the tea. Unless I can get you something else.
What did you say was out? Was it tea?
Yeah, tea, some scones. There's a little bit of a nice little platter of fruits and stuff like that too.
No, this is perfect.
Jaren, please attend to our other guests. I will speak to young Caroline myself. Yes, master. And Jaren walks off. So you had some questions for me you wanted to speak to me in private about.
Yeah. So on my personal quest, more or less, my family was attacked by this dark cult. As far as I can tell, they worship Marketh, and I'm gonna bring out my rubbing of the coin of the Raven Queen that was desecrated, and I don't think it was actually like a cult specific thing, but I remember I did have like a short sword from them or something like that, and I'm just kind of like laying out the evidence and saying like I got this from the leader, and I describe him.
I haven't used this dice in a while.
It has been a minute since
My crystal dice.
Oh boy!
See how that rolls.
They attacked my family looking for this spear and shield that I carry. We've discovered that this is this spear is a piece of Claudio's glaive.
Let's see. Oh, damn it. Now I can't remember my own notes. Give me a second.
Fiddlesticks!
I can't remember if I gave Claudio a last name.
I've only ever had Claudio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check my campaign notes real quick. It's been a minute.
Campaign note
Silver Talon.
Silver
Claudio Silver Talon.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Inspiration.
Yeah!
Yeah, I get a reroll.
You're inspired!
Alrighty. So you mean Claudio Silva Talon? And you see him kind of pique the interest at the glaive and the buckler that you have.
Yeah, although we're not exactly sure where the buckle is from. My grandfather collected these in his journeys and travels.
Well, I'd love to inspect them if you would let me, but obviously not part of our deal. More of a professional curiosity than anything else.
Inside! Oh, shit, on me.
Alright, go on site.
2.
He's keeping it cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to read anything from him.
Cool. Well, we've kind of...
As far as the shrubbing goes, I'm pretty sure you've been told some information about its origin and that it comes from Raven's Rest and
Somewhat, but we don't have any sort of lead, or I don't have any sort of lead on how I can find them and what exactly they're trying to accomplish.
So as far as I know, the only cult of Marquette in existence that I know of is Marquette's Bones, is what they call themselves. They believe themselves to be a descendants of his once and powerful army that he had before he was slain by the Raven Queen and her champions. So I believe they might be after, as far as I know, their goals are to seek out powerful objects and finding a way to return Marquette back to this world in some form of power. But the splinter group of the Disciples of Bane haven't been around too long, maybe a few decades now.
Disciples of Bane?
Yes, Bane is one of the betrayer gods, known to inflict great torments and tortures, was once known to be the right-hand man of Marketh. Was one of his generals in the calamity where the gods fought each other. Marketh was a ringleader of sort back then. Him and, from what the legends tell us, him and Asmodeus, as well as some of the Crawling King.
So are you thinking that perhaps this was from the Disciples of Bane?
Like I said, I believe it's Marquette's Bones. They're just a splinter group of Bane. It could be the Disciples of Bane's members as well. Maybe helping each other out. As far as I know, they don't have any animosity between the two groups, just different purposes. If I was to make an educated guess, and you said they attacked you for the weapons?
Yeah, it was very clear that he was trying to get them.
If it's the glaive of Claudio, something that could have been used to possibly slay Marketh, I would imagine they would want that either to continue to desecrate it like the coins, as a symbol of pride, or some other type of plan. But with having that on there, I'd imagine that makes you a target for these cultists.
Yeah, I imagine.
Depending on the size and the resources, if you do not wish to face them, just simply being out of their ears and their eyes could be enough, and so just simply traveling far away enough might work. But I have a feeling you're not one to take a threat to you and yours lightly, and that you'll most likely want to hunt these down.
That is my most pressing personal goal, yeah.
Well, I
Just naive girl telling him everything.
have some interest in seeing them destroyed as well as recovering of their research. So I will put my resources out there for you if and when you decide to go after them. If you'll bring back any lore books that we have, or even keep a leader or two alive for my own personal investigations.
I will do what I can.
Alright. And if not, that is fine. But just an exchange of information.
Of course.
Mhm.
For a longer working relationship.
And you said you were looking for an item to help you with getting around a little bit quieter.
Yeah, so I'm pretty good at sneaking, but
Well, I put out my feelers last night and was surprised to discover I had a client of mine who owed me a favor. It just so happened he had an item I think that you'd be interested in. And you see him reach into one of the many pockets in his robes that he's wearing and pull out a thin glass jar with about an 8-inch needle inside of it.
interesting.
And at the very bottom of it, you can see that there's like a pool of ink that seems to be shimmering with arcane energy at the very bottom of it. So this, from what I understand, comes from an island off the coast here named Siwan. There is a culture of tattooed warriors out there who have been crafting spellworks into their tattoos to give them enhancements, allowing them to be a very strong fighting force, able to even hold their own island from the forces of the Conclave as well as Fundalian Empire excursions I've heard out there.
That's very impressive.
This is supposed to be some of the tattoos and inks, and I was giving a little bit of insight on how to make this work. So if you have 30 minutes or so, I can apply this to your skin where you would like it, and from what I understand, this will make you move a little bit easier, be able to see in the dark, and supposedly it takes a day for the energy to recharge, but you're able to go insubstantial for a second to avoid or reduce the impact of an attack against your person.
Oh wow, that would be very helpful. Of
So
course, I would. All right, yeah, 30 minutes, no problem.
Alright. You hear him ring a bell and Jaren walks back in. Please take Miss Fjarline to the operation room, if you don't mind. It's a sterile location. We want to keep things as clean as possible. No need to fret. And if you would, please perform your skill on her. Yes, master. Please, right this way, if you will follow me. And he takes you to, and it definitely does give off like a very sterile medical room. He goes, please sit in the chair. Do you have an idea where you would like this tattoo?
Does it have to be of something specific?
There are certain key runes that I need to make sure are in place. They will form in of itself a small circle. But we have enough ink here to give you a small limb of space. We'll say roughly about 8-inch diameter around tattoo. I could place it in any location that you see fit. But as long as that main central ward is in there, we should be fine. The rest can be decorative.
Okay. And I'll kind of like unbuckle my armor and then draw my collar down. So I want it to go like right where the clavicle kind of like meets the neck.
Okay.
Because I think that's a cool spot for a tattoo.
Do you have any specific design in mind?
It's like sneaky, right? So something sneaky with the circle of runes around it.
You see Jaren take one of his,
Sheldon, draw a sneaky tattoo that goes on Fiara's collarbone.
You see Jaren take one of his, hairs out of his head, and thread it through the needle, and sort of tie it off, and, begin to dip that hair in ink. And he begins to tattoo the circle into you. Roll me a constitution check.
Constitutional check. Bop.
I'm just getting Get Out vibes and I'm scared.
Is that a saving throw or just a...
You'll make a saving throw.
Oh. 17.
17. You're actually able to handle the pain pretty well. It's interesting, because you've seen some people get tattooed, and most of them do a standard needle and stick.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time you've ever seen somebody almost threading a tattoo, where
It's like stitching?
yeah, it's like stitching.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's actually how the Norse tattooed people.
That's brutal.
So I'm getting a tattoo like that.
Is that Zaldry or is that Chris?
No, that's me. That's Chris. I want that fucking tattoo.
So it takes him some time to get through.
Yeah.
While he's doing it, you see him, or you hear him humming quietly to himself, but it's definitely a song of some sort. As he starts making these designs into you.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very low. It's got a rhythmic sort of feel to it. The language you don't understand, unless you speak Goblinoid at all.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. But yeah, you could just hear him sort of, kind of get in there. Takes probably about 2 or 3 hours to get it done. But when you're done with it,
This dude said 30 minutes, not 20 minutes ago.
30 minutes, whatever, I forget what I said.
To explain.
Yeah. When it's done, what you can see is it's a picture of what almost seems like a very ethereal young woman.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite unlike yourself, but a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And inside of it, she's holding a sphere that's emanating darkness off of it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and where her hands touch, you can see her body is becoming slightly incorporeal.
Neat.
And when you look behind, you can even see that he was able to surprisingly get enough detail to see the shadow and the landscape behind her. As
Holy
she's
shit.
Slightly incorporeal there. And you see it begin to glow and glitter with power. So.
Cool. I'm inked up, guys. Where's your tattoos? I don't see any. Where's your tattoos? You might have some. You've got fur.
Alright. And so while that's going on, Sabe, the seamstress comes up to you. Alright, so Lyfe frame, musculature, nice. What would you like? What can we do for you to make you as beautiful as we can be, while also emanating a fierce exterior? And you can hear the fierce.
I'm scared.
Stop it, fierce. Love it. Okay. Well, I'm not really one for deciding best clothes to wear, so whatever you think. Whatever you would like me. Whatever you would like to see me take you home with tonight.
Are you good over there?
Roll a flirt at disadvantage.
Right?
You have good, Dante. Hush now. Love you.
You see their eye raise slightly. Devious. Like it. I have a very glamorous idea for you. They begin to take your measurements and get you set up.
If we could, though, one small thing for me.
Yes.
Hold on, let me see if I can do this to make it look a little cool. Is there a candle or anything around?
Yeah, there's candles.
That's not around fabric.
Yeah. Yeah, you could find something similar to that around.
I do have a knack from playing with fire a little bit, and I manipulate the candle to kind of look like a stag that's like running around in a circle.
Oh, okay. I could play with that. A little bit of a Melora motif then. I have something in mind. Very well. And you see them begin to take notes down and write stuff down. Alright, who's next?
Me.
You.
Hi.
Alright. What can I do for you, Sir Gnome?
Okay.
You are Gnome, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot because somebody said something that confused me. I'm like, no, he's a gnome. But he says he's a halfling. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he's a gnome.
No, I'm a gnome.
Yeah.
I can never tell with you short people. You all look the same from down there.
That's so rude.
So, I have quite a few ideas.
Alright.
What did you say the colors were again?
It'd be gold, silver. If you want to stick with Yusa's motif, you could do something else if you would like. Though it might stick out like a sore thumb, but who knows? That could be the whole point. So,
Do you have very, very thin, almost see-through fabric?
yes, I do have some very gossamer-like fabrics around.
In black?
Oh yes, I do.
I want to make it look like I have shadows just coming off of me.
It could be interesting.
You know, we could play with it too. Maybe some stitching inside of it is the gold and the silver. We can really have a lot of fun with this.
You can almost do like a starry night.
Exactly.
Make you seem like the night itself.
No, baby.
Have a nice long flowing cape. Very, very light. Hell, if we have some time, I can even make some struts so it actually goes out. Whenever a little bit of wind catches it, it will billow.
I like it.
And a hat. We can... I'm even fine with a veil. All the way around the hat, so it just looks like you can't really see my face. Like, you can see that there's a face there, but you can't see my face.
Interesting. I like it. Reminds me a little bit of that rogue I keep hearing about, the Shadow Blade. So, yes, I can do something with that.
Perfect.
So, Miss Barbius, was it?
And this is for the party, right?
Yeah, this is for the party. These are your fineries.
Okay, so I would like very slim like pocket breasts, or not pocket breasts, but like like crushed velvet. Like I want like pointed shoulder blades. So it's basically like a triangle.
Okay.
With the wide.
Get some very David Bowie vibes.
Yeah. The wide sleeves, but I want it tapered at the wrists, and then because I want the neck thin, and then kind of like maybe a little coattail thing coming off that shirt with the same thing with the pants. You can look the same way as the thing, like billowy into tight along the calf.
Okay.
Gold and then
Right.
the trim like that goes out like that would be silver.
All right. And about this as they're kind of getting through, you make your way to there as well. And you kind of see them, and you're sort of talking, or as you enter the room.
Oh, hey guys, y'all are looking pretty spiffy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't got the clothes yet, but yeah.
Oh. Do I see them being made?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Oh, never mind then. Hey guys! Check out my tattoo!
I will say, so you do see the Kinku beginning to draw sketches of them. The sketches that you're seeing look very promising.
Oh wow, that looks good. Yeah. Nice shirt. I think that's gonna look good on you.
The main thing is I'm really trying to piss off our new frenemy.
Cool. I like it. I got a tattoo.
Whoa.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Ain't that shit cool?
You didn't ever strike me as the person who would get a tattoo.
I'm a little
like
bit
the
of a
sound
rebel.
of
You know, like I'm off the farm now.
And you see...
You can't go back to just being a farm girl. Now, worst case scenario, I'm a tattooed farm girl.
And you see, too, when she begins to show off some of the power, the eyes of the tattoo glow slightly, and you see it travel up her neck and into her eyes, and now her eyes have a slight glow to them. As you
hi.
can see in dark... Now you have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Hi, just so you know, that moved.
Yeah, it's like magic.
Yeah, you were able to feel it.
Yeah.
I immediately just sit down and start ritually casting detect magic.
It's very magical.
What type of
Sick
The right
ass.
ones.
magic? The right ones, so abjuration.
Cool tattoo magic. Tribal island magic.
That's
Oh god, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I got a tribal tattoo on my neck.
It's not really tribal looking. You technically do have a tribal tattoo, though. It would be illusion, enchantment, and evocation.
So it does more than just go into your eyes.
Yeah, so like, I'll be better at sneaking around
Good.
Babius and Azazel.
With the things that we need to do.
You know, also like, I can see in the dark now. I wouldn't be able to tell that there's a penny under that shadow. Now I can. There's a penny over there. That's for free.
Okay, sorry. So
I jump
it wouldn't
over
be
and grab
evocation, it'd be abjuration.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I jump over and I grab the penny. I got it.
You could have seen it. And now
Yeah.
I can see it too.
But my eyes just aren't
Wouldn't
very...
have even...
I put on the wrong glasses today so I can see far away, but I can't see up close. I actually pull out some like magnifying glasses.
You know, since you've got, like... What if you just made it so if you look down, you could see really far away, but if you look up, you'd be able to, like, read things right like
I
that.
was thinking of having lenses where I could press a lever and it will come down and up and down, and so that way I could see different things. Eventually making some, maybe trying to enchant some glass to where I could actually see magical things.
Oh,
or
that
see
would be
other
cool.
things.
What if
That
you
be
could have,
fun.
like, a spyglass where you just go, like, flip?
And now I see something completely different.
Or, like, another one that goes up over your head, right? And it allows you to see... I know you can already see in the dark, but, like, it lets you see better in the dark. Like maybe you could see, like... I don't know, if you could see temperatures.
Ooh.
And you could be like, Zaldri 6, going dark.
The biggest thing right now, because I get picked on a lot, is trying to put some mirrors right here so I can actually see behind me.
Oh, that would be super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Like,
But now
eyes
I
in the
really
back.
like the mask idea.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You may need, like, a sturdy helmet to keep it all in place.
Yeah, of course.
Ideally, you'd want, like, a counterbalance, like a weight in the back.
Yeah. But I'd want it to kind of look like hair.
A sort of suspension system going under your chin.
Yeah.
It could work.
It could
It
definitely
could work.
do it.
I like it. As you're talking to, You reach into your shirt pocket and you realize that at some point at the night, Azazel had drawn a design of what he would like.
It slipped it in.
Yeah, it tells you to give it to the people that are making the suits.
If anyone could be like, I need to look like this for a party, it could be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the rest of us don't know what a party is.
And he slipped it in my pocket?
He slipped it in your pocket.
It's complete with measurements. It's weird.
It is.
It's like he had to memorize it.
Get keep it in my pocket.
You just rip off the part with the description and only give the guy the measurements.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk away. You said I need to use the chamber pot.
The use is not there, but Jaren is. Yeah.
Jaren, I need to use the chamber pot.
Oh, right this way. We'll take it.
Thank you.
He takes you to a water closet. Very nice.
Perfect. I'm gonna go in there.
It's even got heated seats.
It's in ink.
Yeah, it was drawn.
Why is that going to
Okay. I'm gonna
It's a very nice drawing.
Okay, I'm going to scratch out his measurements and write different measurements. Just so his pants are gonna be a couple of sizes like just barely will still fit, but are gonna be real tight, and then his shirt's just gonna be really, really big.
make his measurements taller?
Oh.
You're not there.
Because he's a growing boy.
Too late.
You should always involve Fiara.
It's going to be really, really big. I want to make sure that one sleeve is a full sleeve and one sleeve is just a half sleeve. I really want, and then I'm gonna go. Oh right. This is for our other friend too. These are his measurements. This is what he wanted.
All right. Very well then.
Thank you. He's going to be very happy with it.
Roll a deception check. Two. All right.
Natural one.
Very well then. Takes it from you. Kind of gives you like a dismissive just.
I did make sure to blot out
Right.
all of the measurements.
So. But yeah, you finish up with your tailoring. And you had your conversation in your item. You have roughly about an hour before you're supposed to meet Shadowblade and the Restless Wharf.
So with this meeting, do we?
Sabe, how close we are to food time? Done? Okay. Well, so before we do that, we'll take a quick little break. Go ahead and put some din-din in our bellies. Please come back. We'll be back in about 30 to 45 minutes and have the rest of the conclusion for tonight's episode. Please chat in the comments, subscribe, and follow if you want. Let us know. We'll periodically be checking the chat as we eat. So come hang out with us during the break.
Eat your
All right.
vegetables.
See you in a little bit. Alright, guys, so unfortunately we had to come back from break a little bit late. We had some emergencies come up tonight, so we are going to have to take our end tonight. So we do apologize that we couldn't get as far as the session, but life happens and we'll move on. We will be back next week, so we hope you join us then. We hope you had a good time till then. Please follow and share our content so that way we can spread it out more. And we'll see you next Saturday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys. Bye. At 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys. Bye.